Welcome to my channel. My name is Schindelka, and here I talk about everything related to mindfulness, spirituality, and our way to recovery and a happy life. I am very grateful that you are here today, and I hope you enjoy this video. Welcome everyone to this incredibly important, life-changing video that I'm making for you today. Today I'm going to talk to you about how you can reprogram your own subconscious mind and beliefs and therefore change the way you feel and change your life completely. My name is Schindelka. I'm a life coach who helps people with anxiety, self-love, manifestation, and many other things to achieve the life and feeling that they want. And so today I'm going to share this incredibly valuable information with you. So I really want you to listen to the end. You'll be doing yourself a favor, trust me. These are some of the most important things that I've learned in my own personal development and healing journey, as well as that of my coaching clients. Let me just start off by telling you how I'll structure this video. First of all, I'll explain to you what exactly our subconscious mind is, how our brain works. I'll keep it short just for you to understand kind of what this video is about. And then I will be giving you 4 incredibly helpful tools you can use to change your subconscious mind, to change your own beliefs, and change, therefore, your life. So exactly how does our brain work? Well, we have 2 parts of our brain, or two kind of aspects in the brain. We have our subconscious brain, our subconscious mind, which has been there since we've been coming from animals. So it's been there for a long time. It's programmed to survive, it's programmed to run on instinct, and it's programmed to kind of be aware of danger. And now we have the conscious part. We have our conscious mind, which is the human part that has evolved later on once we start to evolve as human beings. And this is our rational part, the part where our consciousness is, where we can make decisions, basically just the more human part of our brain. And so why do we have sometimes a feeling that we can't control the way our mind works, that we can't control our emotions, that we can't control what our beliefs are? But it's because these beliefs are all stored in the subconscious brain. And when we look at our brain, or our mind, better to say, you can always refer to it as an iceberg. And the tip of the iceberg, so the thing we see, is above water, which is only 10%. 90% of the iceberg, or the mountain, or however you say it, is underwater. And this is how our mind works as well. All of our patterns, beliefs, traumas, experiences, subconscious things are all stored in this 90% subconscious brain. And what happens is, for example, you experience a trauma in your life. I always give the example of someone who experiences social anxiety, for example. They once have an experience when they are very young, and they have a very negative experience in a social environment. So they are in a social environment, they get bullied on, they experience not a lot of support, and that's why they save social environments in their subconscious brain as something to avoid, which is why they develop social anxiety. So this is very short and very black and white said, but this is kind of to explain to you how our brain works. So the subconscious part is running on survival. It wants to protect you, it wants to keep you safe, it wants to be certain of a lot of things. And the conscious part is how we think, feel, or how we are aware of ourselves. And so that's why when we sometimes are confronted with a trigger, for example, a social situation, we rationally know there's no danger, and we rationally know everything's fine and I should not be feeling this anxious. But our subconscious brain, our animal brain, is trying to protect us, and that's why it's immediately responding to the environment by creating this anxiety. And that's why a lot of people feel like they're fighting themselves when struggling with something, because they're fighting in here against the here. And that's never going to work, because you can never change. I mean, you can in some ways, but it's going to take a very long time to change your subconscious brain and mind with your conscious mind, because also your subconsciousness runs a lot faster. Because if we used to be, biological beings, we're still biological beings, but if we used to be like hunter-gatherers facing a tiger, we had to immediately respond. And that's why our subconscious brain is so fast, because it's evolved that way. So how do we change our subconscious mind? How do we change our beliefs? You know, the things that have been programmed there for so long. Well, there's 4 aspects, 4 things you can do, and I highly recommend you doing each and every one of them. The first one you might have heard of. This is specifically guided towards changing some certain beliefs that you are aware of yourself, or maybe not aware of. And that is to use affirmations. And what are affirmations? You may or may not know them already. Affirmations are recorded tapes of someone, you or someone else, repeating certain affirmative beliefs. So if you would be struggling with social anxiety, for example, or low self-esteem, great affirmations that would suit that were affirmations like you're good the way you are loved, you are so worthy, and you listen to them as you are falling asleep or right before you wake up, because then you're still very much in that subconscious mind pattern. So the best way to influence the mind with affirmations is to listen to them every day for like a long time, and to really let it take in. You don't have to actively listen to them in order for them to have an effect on you. You can just lay down as you wake up, as you're going about your day, and just let the messages sink into your subconscious brain. If you do this daily for a long time, after a while they start to have an effect on you, and they start to change your subconscious mind pattern and the way you think and the way you look at the world and the beliefs that you have. Especially for this, I have an option on my website where I can help you make personalized affirmations. So this coaching option on my website is that we schedule a coaching session. I kind of figure out together with you which specific limiting beliefs that you have, because these are different for everyone. And then I make for you especially contradictory, affirmative, very strong, very transformative affirmations that I record, that I put with matching frequency music, so that you have the perfect package, the perfect affirmation recording for you to change your own subconscious thinking, your own subconscious patterns. So the link down here for you to schedule an appointment if you would like to have personalized affirmations made by me. The second thing to do is actually to use your kind of conscious mind. It's very simply to start questioning them. Take a piece of paper and write down all the bad beliefs that you have about yourself, about the world, about whatever it is. Just write them down. Just write down thoughts that you have regularly throughout the day that are making you respond a certain way. And instead of just realizing that, instead of just taking them as to be true or just responding to them, take a moment and ask yourself, is this actually true? This is a method that I have from Byron Katie. So just question these beliefs, just question, are they even true? And then try to look at them in a different way. Instead of just assuming that they're true, questioning them. Then the third part is very, 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 very important, and that is to stop affirming your own pattern. Stop affirming your own limiting pattern, to stop talking about your beliefs all the time, to stop talking about your problems, your blockages, everything that's going wrong, because your mind is learning through repetition. Your brain is learning through what information you are giving it. And if you keep talking or keep repeating the same pattern, your brain keeps affirming it and keeps kind of, affirming the pattern, and keeps repeating the same response as well. And so a positive focus over a negative focus is extremely important. If you think about what you don't want, your brain doesn't really realize that it's what you don't want. It just gets a signal, it just gets an emotion that goes with it, and it repeats the pattern. So focus on what you desire, where you want to go instead. Focus on the emotions you want to feel. Focus on the things you want to attract. Focus on the results that you want for yourself, instead of focusing on everything that's going wrong, everything that's not great right now, every belief that you have that you don't want, because it doesn't matter. Your brain doesn't say, oh, I don't want it. Okay, let me just get rid of it. No, it just repeats what its input, what it gets for input. So positive focus versus negative focus. Let the negative focus just disappear. And then the last part, which is the most important, is to work with your emotions. So the body is the carrier of our subconscious patterns and beliefs, because we can sometimes know a belief is not true, which is what we do in step 2, but our body doesn't feel it. That's why people can say, I'm manifesting by thinking, and I'm always thinking about something else, or I'm always thinking about this thing that I want to attract. But if your body doesn't feel that it's already there, or if your body doesn't feel that the change is getting there by changing emotions, then nothing will change. You will just keep being stuck in the same pattern. So you can use your emotions to then change your own beliefs, to change your own pattern. And so you have to teach your body the emotion that you want it to feel. You can do this by doing visualization meditations. You can do this by meditating and by really focusing on whatever feeling that you want to feel. What I sometimes do is I will just go, and this by the way counts for both manifestation as for anything you want to recover from mentally, to just imagine yourself being the person you want to be. Imagine yourself feeling the way you want to feel. Go on that walk and just imagine that you're free from anxiety and that you're doing this walk just peacefully, and or imagine walking and saying, oh, I have all the money in the world, whatever you want to attract, whatever beliefs you want to switch for yourself. Ask yourself which emotions match the opposite of the limiting belief, the limiting pattern that I have currently, and start focusing on these emotions, start living them. So I want you guys, if you ever need any help with this, to go to my website. I do a free intake session if you're looking for coaching. I also have a very great ebook called Spirit Basics, where I kind of explain to you the basic elements of spirituality and personal development and happiness. So be sure to check that out. Also, thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you got something from this video, and that I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.